How y'all doing today? Hey, it's your boy, Father with the Cause. No, I haven't posted content in a while. Though there are, I did make videos, but I didn't really post due to the fact that just dealing with my ex in general. Trying to do as much to, work with her. But of course, I've always been trying to work with her on it, but she's always working against me. So not sure what video I might have posted or not. Because like I said, I do try to make these as raw as possible, which means I don't really edit. Actually, I don't edit at all. I don't add on little effects or nothing like that. I want it to be as raw as possible. Um, so I actually got to go see my little girl. Um, Went out to Georgia to go see her. Um, it was an amazing time. We didn't skip a beat. Like when I said we didn't skip a beat, I mean you would think that I was there day one. Had maybe been gone like a day or two. Like we just got on like it was nothing, just daddy and daughter. Um, Went all about Savannah. Like I said, just had an amazing time. Saw the Girl Scouts museum. Um, Saw a lot of old battlefields. Good time, but it started off very, very rocky. Um, got into town on a Friday, left really early. Got in on Friday, was expecting to see the baby for a little bit. But she just decided, no, she's already in bed, you're too late. I've been traveling literally across from the other side of the country. Uh, you know, Whatever. She made it a big drama, big fuss. Um, so the next thing that happened, the next day, she said, "Okay, well, I'll bring her to you about 2 o'clock, and you can have her till eight o'clock." Well, I'm just like, "What the? Okay." So whatever. I'll show up at 2 o'clock. Mind you, this person is a employee at a Parker's. So, um, yeah, I pull up and she doesn't show up till 5 o'clock, 5:30 almost. Like I said, you would think the baby had never not seen me. She, like I said, got on and was like, "I'm ready to go with Dad." I said, "We had an adventure the whole time I was there." Um, a lot of little things kind of were happening, little things said and stuff like that that kind of threw me on red alert. Uh, Particularly the baby telling me stuff her mother was saying about me, saying your daddy's crazy, shit like that. Um, which was kind of sad because I'm like, she thinks she can say and do all these things in front of a 3-year-old, and 3-year-old won't remember anything. Um, that's not the case. Sorry, I'm over here at work, so I'm over here doing double duty right now. Um, Jeez. Well, so to further delve into it, she wound up going with me. Like I said, we had an amazing weekend. I took bunches of pictures, ate pizza, went to Peach World. And if you haven't been to Peach World and you're a tourist, check it out. It's a cool little place. Uh, Especially for somebody who's just geeking out as a tourist. Um, so when getting back, she just really didn't want to even go with her mom. She was ready to just leave with me right there and then. So it was kind of sad to go through all that with her. But me and her mother had an agreement about the holidays. I wanted to come back out for Halloween, but she was thinking more, well, you can't have her for Christmas, but you can definitely have her for Thanksgiving. Okay. So I'm trying to get her for Thanksgiving. With that said, at the end of the day, yeah. Well, now I've been blocked. So haven't done anything to piss her off or nothing. I'm not sure what her problem is, but now she's once again, cut off communications to the child. Spoke to her 2 weeks ago. She hasn't let me talk to her again since, and it's been, like I said, I've been trying to, not trying. I'm consistently at least. I call all week, but there's been at least consistently one day a week where she'll let me speak to her. As of late, she stopped. I can only be assuming that her baby daddy is back in the town, and so now she's not letting me talk to my daughter, um, which is a whole other issue on itself. I'll just be frank. I'm not sure what's wrong with the dude, but he threatened to kill my daughter and my stepdaughter. So he's not stable. And honestly, I'm to the point where, like, the mother's not stable. Like, this guy's been threatening to kill my child and been physically harassing them their whole lives, been locking them in bathrooms and stuff. And she's still sticking with them, still staying around him for whatever reason. I mean, I don't want to call my ex a loser, but Jesus. Like, for the people that do stick around, toxic people, like with my ex, my baby's mother. No, once I got that she was toxic, I was done with the situation. And like, people play victim in their relationships. It's like, you only play so much victim when you sitting there eating crow, and you liking the taste of that crow. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and eat crow. I got rid of her as soon as I could. When I say got rid of her, I mean she's the one that left. But I mean, I could have got back in that situation really easily. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't healthy for me or healthy for the children. So I was not going to take part anymore. And for you people that take part, still, it's just like, well, she's a prime example of that. Like, it's disgusting. The dude she's had her last child with and who she's dealing with now. So, a meth addict. He's a hustler. And, it is what it is. Just a really bad example of a man. But she's not much better. Because, again, this is the type of person she chooses to get involved with. And so now, yeah, I don't get to see my child at all. And it's just really heartbreaking. I was expecting to have her here for Thanksgiving. Not for the whole month, but she said I could have her for the 2 weeks because her sister was coming down there for whatever. I don't trust any of this, honestly, though. And yeah, so, people just get screwed out of being with their kids because some blonde chick feels some type of way. That's what, if you haven't figured it out or haven't talked about it, my kids are mixed. Or my kids mixed. So anyways, just kind of a brief update of what's going on. Still fighting the good fight. I'm praying that everything just works out in my favor. I miss my daughter terribly. Like, she's like my best little friend. So it's sad. But keep your likes and your subscribes. Push the word out. This kind of stuff is what happens in your relationships, like, and like, there's no benefit for a man on the marriage side. There's no benefit for the children, because if the mother's messed up, then you're dealing with a whole lot more mess than you would with a messed up dad. A messed up dad, they probably just take the kids away, but they won't even think about taking the kids away from a mother. And it's sad, it's disparaging. Because the way, in fact, is, if the courts really cared about my kid, they would look at the situation. My ex-wife's not fit to be a mother. Let's just say she might love her kids, but she doesn't do the right thing behind them. She literally ran across town, ran across country for a man instead of doing what was best for her kids. You know, enough to where the father of her oldest kid just flat out said no, took the kid back. You know, but for me, I got the kind of short end of the stick. She left the state before I could even do anything. Uh, but she shouldn't have been allowed to. I should have been, given some type of something, some notification or something that's just taking her out of the state. Um, with that said, yeah. Well, thank you guys, like I said, for following and checking everything out, and just keep pushing this story. I'm not the only one this happened to. I'm not the only one this happens to. There's plenty of men who are going through behind this, so on the same kind of crap. So I just hope to be the last of them, honestly. Thank you again. Good night. Or good afternoon.